What you doing, Diggletdreamers? You got Mathers finally back with more Pokemon stuff. If you saw from the title of the video and the thumbnail, you probably understand that this is going to be kind of just a recap of what I haven't covered of the Vitality Draft League Season 3, where I had Dracovish on my team, Boston Weasels, represent. I did the first 5 or 6 battles. I uploaded those kind of as they were happening, but then towards the latter half of the season, I kind of didn't really have the opportunity to record as much, especially now. This is the first time I've actually really had the chance to record in a long time, and it's many factors. I moved into a new apartment, new city, and I also have a tough time getting my internet to really work. So right now I just have an Ethernet cord strung across the room. That's about the best I can do right now. But anyway, I wanted to do a quick recap of all the replays that I hadn't covered yet with Season 3 of the Vitality Draft League, because Season 4 is actually starting up. So the video shortly after this one will probably be something along the lines of a draft overview of Season 4, so look forward to that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. They actually gave me the choice to either ban or allow Dracovish in Season 4. And I said, hell no. Nobody's using that Pokemon again. Only me. So we'll see if anyone can do as well as it did. But yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is Week 7 versus Roshi and the Astonville Ampharos. I decided to just kind of do a vault of replays with these because there's a bunch of them, and it could be fun to do them all individually, but I kind of want to just get them done. So I'm just kind of like gonna go into it a little bit blind because it's been a while. It's been probably months since I actually played this match, and I figured rather than kind of refreshing myself on everything that happened in all of these battles, I'd rather just kind of enjoy it along with you guys, Maybe I'll get surprised by myself, but chances are I'll probably remember what happened. But anyway, let's just get into it. So the Tyranitar lead, Keldeo, big threat. Yeah, but I remember this. I had a specially defensive Zapdos. It was enough to take 2 Hydro Pumps and still be alive. I remember that. Unless he was Specs, but thankfully he was not Specs. I also was Rocky Helmet because he's got Metal, of course. Volt Switch there. Into the Tyranitar. Iron Defense. Always confused me seeing Iron Defense on this. Specs or Scarf, I feel like is just the way to go with Tapu Lele. So I get the Paralyzation there. Just go for some Rock Blast damage. Moonblast and eating it up. But I don't really want to take that much damage because this is my Sand Setter after all. So I decided to just go Gardevoir. As he does reveal the Focus Blast too. But misses. Could have been big damage if you gone for Moonblast there, looking back. I decided to just Moonblast because it's not this is basically his only switch into Gardevoir, and any damage on it is damage. Unless it's leftovers, which I don't think it was, then it's not going to be recovering anything, which is nice. So getting a nice Paralyzation off on that thing, get some Rocky Helmet on the Rapid Spin, not bad. Back into this, I don't want to take an Ice Shard or anything on my Zapdos. Goes into the Vileplume. Oh yeah, funny story about the Vileplume. When I was preparing for this battle, Roshi had actually made a transaction to get the Vileplume, and I completely missed it in preparing for the battle. So when he showed up with a Vileplume, I was like, oh crap, I did not see this coming. Thankfully, I have Gardevoir, I have Incineroar, I have Dracovish. I even put Psychic Fangs on it because of Keldeo. So it worked out that I had some answers to it. But anyway, I did have to do some shuffling around here with Tyranitar coming in on the Sludge Bombs and Incineroar coming in on the Giga Drains because I didn't really have something that could switch into both, especially with Zapdos as low as it was. finally decides to switch there to Donphan. I see no reason not to just parting shot. And finally in comes Dracovish. I knew that Dracovish could come in on this thing, especially at -1 attack. Because like, what could it do to me? That's how much Earthquake is doing to me. Because I had a little bit of bulk, I believe. Yeah, so Dracovish gets his first one. Down goes the Donphan. In comes Arcanine. I'm like, okay, -1 attack. I don't want to get Will-O-Wisped. Ain't worth it. I go into Sandaconda as he doubles into Vileplume. Not bad, not bad. Probably because Vicious Wren probably would have knocked out Arcanine even at -1. Yeah. Into Incineroar on the Giga Drain. That's nice. I'm getting my sand up very well here, which I'm very happy about. Like, as soon as the sand is gone, the sand comes back up, basically. Just go for the Flare Blitz there, because I'm like, I need to get rid of this Vileplume. It's a problem. But, of course, Arcanine comes in. Yeah. Sandaconda was such a MVP in this battle and many other battles. Man, I'm so glad I drafted that thing. Glared everything. Zapdos can roost. I do worry about the Sludge Bomb poison, but I get lucky there. I'm gaining a little bit of HP. The sand is not on my favor though this time around. Still no poison, which is great. Decided to stop risking it and go for the Volt Switch there into Tyranitar. Tank the Sludge Bomb. The sand ends as I Rock Blast. I figured he was going to stay in and Sludge Bomb that time, but he actually did Giga Drain. So I'm like, oh crap, I need to save my Tyranitar. In comes Incineroar as he actually doubles to Keldeo. Not bad, not bad. I get my sand up again. Oh yes, I just remembered what. I just remembered a thing that I did with this team. So it looks like Tyranitar's down. Like, okay, my sand. All I've got left is this round of sand. Gardevoir comes in, does a little bit more damage on the Melmetal, and I still have Zapdos around, so I'm happy to switch that into the Bash. What's that move? This was a huge play. I was a little bit worried about switching Keldeo, or switching into Keldeo with Dracovish. Like, at least turn this music down just a little bit. I was worried about, the only thing that worried me here was switching into Scald and potentially getting burned, but I knew I could tank the Scald really well. And fortunately goes for Hydro Pump there, which I tank very well. And in comes the Arcanine to get the Intimidate, and I just go for the Psychic Fangs. And with the sand damage, it's actually enough to 2-hit KO. So down goes the Arcanine, in comes Tapu Lele. Should I go for Psychic Fangs? No. I think, yeah. Incineroar has done its job. I got 2 more turns of Sandstorm. I decide to go back into Dracovish. In comes the Vileplume as I get the Fish's Run, which is 39. That's crazy. Dracovish is crazy. Sandaconda, of course, can come in. I'm not expecting a Giga Drain of any kind, but I'm actually kind of hoping for it. As you see, he goes for the Sludge Bomb here, gets the poison, and then activates my Sand Spit, so I have a bunch more turns of sand all of a sudden. Unexpected and awesome. Yeah, but this Vileplume is a problem. Not doing much with Earthquake. And I decide, you know what, if I can save this thing, then I'll save it. Goes for the Sludge Bomb there as I go Gardevoir, which was hugely risky, especially with the sand up and at the amount of HP that I'm left with. In comes the thing, the Lele. I decide to just knock it out because my sand is actually going to end after this turn, and I'm Scarf, so yeah. Finally get rid of that thing. In comes this. I still have a not so healthy thing, but I can sack it for the double Rocky Helmet damage and the static paralyzation, which I do get. And now it's time to get the sand back up, so in comes the Vileplume. The poison is racking up. I decided to just go for the Glare. Yeah, he's gonna have to hit me eventually. Hopefully. I'm just gonna keep Earthquaking. He gets paralyzed. Come on now. Earthquake. There it is, the Sludge Bomb. And unfortunately with the leftovers, I actually lose one more turn of sand here. Yeah, not getting much damage on the Vileplume. Strength Sap gets him all the way back to full. And there I do go down to the poison though. So then I go Gardevoir here, and I wonder, because of course it goes this, but it's definitely in range of a 2-hit KO at this point. The real question is, should I have gone Dracovish first? I don't know that I would have knocked out the Vileplume, so who knows. But what I could have done is gotten some big damage off on the Vileplume, maybe. The problem is it would just Strength Sap itself back. So yeah, I don't know, it's tough. Anyway, 2-hit KO on the Melmetal, or not 2-hit KO, but yeah, the Gardevoir goes down to sand, and now it just comes down to locking myself into Psychic Fangs. Keldeo does not outspeed in the sand, and it goes down to the Psychic Fangs. Oh, it lives, but it gets fully paralyzed. Oh my gosh. Dracovish, you monster. Yeah, so Dracovish got 5. Gardevoir got the Lele, but Dracovish got everybody else, which is crazy. Very lucky paralyzation there at the end. Yeah, holy moly. Okay, on to the next one. That was week 7. This is week 8. Versus the Birmingham Vulpix. Derek, I believe. He's got that Cacturn there with the Water Absorb. Got a Slow King, you know, lots of things that can potentially take hits from Dracovish. Unfortunately, no Fairy type though, so Outrage is going to be going crazy. Who else got Swellow? Let's see. Okay, lead Slow King as I lead Incineroar. Then comes the Hippo. Yeah, no reason not to knock off. Rocky Helmet, okay, yeah. Go for the taunt there. I don't want him putting up Stealth Rock at all. I think especially because I don't have hazard control unless I'm Defog Swellow. Ooh, into Swellow on the Earthquake. Big plays. Slowking comes in on the Boom Burst, taking 44%. Whew. Must be physically defensive for the Dracovish, which makes sense. That's why these two are such a good combo. Okay, yeah, taunt Tyranitar to keep the Stealth Rocks off again. As I double into Dracovish. Do I get one here? I think I Fish's Wren, yeah, as Cacturn comes in just to test the waters. Just to test the waters. Yeah, so I see that he does go directly into Cacturn. I actually have a pretty solid switch in Incineroar, as he gets a Spike Up, which is not great for me. Just U-turn there, which would have done a ton of damage to the Cacturn. Okay, Swellow is back in. And that is almost to a KO, if not for leftovers. I decided to just go for it, I think. Yeah, because he was going to teleport. I remember. Terrakion comes in, big offensive threat. But I do have Sandaconda. But Sandaconda is to a KO'd. The Spike actually is pretty big, but I do have the Sand Spit as well. I forgot about that. I was so hype off the last time I used it. Oh, and Rocky Helmet too, so big damage on this thing. And Dracovish just gets to come right in afterwards. In comes the Cacturn, and yes, there's the Outrage for the 2-hit KO. Do I get 2 turns? Yes, nice. It always seems to work out with Dracovish. In comes the Hippo. Keanu comes in, no problem. Okay, so big thing here is that the Cacturn is gone, which means that Fish's Rend has absolutely no switch-ins. I also have Sandstream Tyranitar at 100% health, so that means I'm getting up my sand and I'm outspeeding everything, which is pretty wild. Yeah, even like I don't know if even like a Scarf Rotom or Terrakion would even outspeed, or maybe Tornadus, but let's see. Oof, Boomber's doing a heck of a lot as he finally gets the Stealth Rock up, but I think it's a little bit late for that. Rotom comes in. I don't want to. God, this is my perfect opportunity to get my sand up, so yeah, that makes sense. Volt Switch is there. Into Terrakion, sure. I only need a few turns, as the Chople Berry does not save me. But I don't need sand anymore. I've gotten all the sand that I need. Goes for the Quick Attack. Not bad, not bad. Down goes Terrakion. In comes the Slow King at 39%. Switches out to get the Regenerator, not bad, but unfortunately the Tornadus goes down. Slow King comes in. 57%. You kidding me? Dragon tails me out, but Incineroar can actually take on both of these remaining Pokemon as well. So, yeah, no point to get Dracovish back in or anything. Just kind of go for it. Yeah. Okay. I told you these battles would come back to me as they happened. So this Dracovish got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in this one. Cacturn. I think Hippo did not get knocked out by Dracovish. I think that was Swellow. Swellow got 1. And Incineroar got 1. And Dracovish got 4, I want to say. Yeah, real talk right here. Yeah, Dracovish is after those 2 battles, Dracovish was actually in the top of the kill leader board. And on to week 9 versus the Dark Sentinels and Biox. This is definitely a team that I was worried about because Mega Medicham is absolutely impossible for my team to switch into. Slowbro also one of the best checks to Dracovish, I think. Even like Dragapult maybe could take it. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk out of my ass. Let's get into the battle. Okay. Yeah, here's the Medicham. I think I had Protect, but I wasn't ready to click it yet, as the high jump kick does 83% to a resist. Good lord. And then yeah, just goes for the nice headbutt there. And already I've lost my Roserade, but I got the sand up, so the Fishious Rend tanked quite well by the Slowbro. I think I even had Crunch. Yeah. In comes the Medicham on the Teleport. Teleport is so good. There's the Protect. Okay, nice. Still alive though, that's the problem. Maybe I could have gone for the double Protect. But I do have Gardevoir, which, wow, double resist, still taking 51% from that, which is nuts. I figured he'd have Bullet Punch, so I actually doubled there as Steelix comes in. Slowbro comes back in, the Regenerator keeping him at full health. Oof. Gardevoir, Trace the Regenerator, not bad actually. As Steelix comes in. Yeah, I got Incineroar. Earthquake's gonna be doing a lot though. It's Toxics. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Parting Shot on the Umbreon. Sure. Okay, Swellow is back. Yeah, it's not looking good. Still got that Medicham. It doesn't have to be at full health to be a threat. Not to mention the Dragapult still looming in the back. Okay, get the sand back up. It's gonna be tough for me to actually break this Umbreon though, looking at my team. Misses Rock Blast, sure. Get the Stealth Rock up. Okay, trade. Yeah, Swellow does not enjoy taking that. Body Press almost knocks me out, but the sand, my own sand, knocks me out. Unfortunate. I was not expecting Body Press there. I remember being very surprised by Body Press. Again, I click Fishious Rend. Do I click it again here? Yes. It does teleport, so he's getting a Regenerator, but and comes the Dragapult. And I think I was really debating if he was Scarf or not there, because I think Scarf was the only way he outsped me in the sand. And I see him go for the Will-O-Wisp, so I was like, I think that was like so little doubt in my mind. Maybe he's not Scarf. Maybe he's like something. Boot. No, he's not Boots. I don't know. I do have Taunt on this though, which is nice. In comes the Medicham. Do I just knock this out? No. Dang, that would have been nice. Bring in the Tyranitar. Yeah, I could just protect there and get some sand damage as well. Into Incineroar. Here comes the Umbreon. Just knock off, sure. Goes for the Protect. Side Taunt and just die. Dracovish though, yeah. Gets the Umbreon. In comes the Dragapult. And it is Scarf Will-O-Wisp, which I really was not expecting. So yeah, the Fishious Rend does a lot less because I'm burned, and also because I went second, because he was Scarf Dragapult with Will-O-Wisp. Man, probably could have just knocked me out with a Dragon move too, but I guess then Gardevoir gets to come in. Yeah, let's see. Dracovish, Gyro Ball, sure. I do have Healing Wish on Gardevoir, and I think I do go for it. Yeah, Vicious Run doing a lot less while burned. Alright, I get the sand back up as he teleports into Steelix. I just protect as he goes for the body press. Yeah, I think my hope was that he body presses again. Yeah, nice. And then a Healing Wish. Questionable play in my opinion, actually. Yeah, but I do get Dracovish back in, no longer burned. But in comes the Slowbro, and I Vicious Rend again. Why do I keep Vicious Rending? If I had just crunched there, I think I would have been in a good spot. But I mean, he's got the Scarf Will-O-Wisp in the back. I guess he'd have to. He gotta have a Dragon move. Yeah, I don't know if this one was winnable. I just stay in and keep trying to Vicious Rend. Gives me with a Psychic there, and the sand ends. So yeah, I get the sand back up. Skull, no burn. Pursuit. He's not switching out though. Oh, he teleport, right. Hard Dracovish on the Steelix. Body press. Sacks the Medicham. Okay. But yeah, in comes the Dragapult. Just to U-turn. Poor Dracovish. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, that was a tough matchup. Not my best performance, but that's okay. On to week 10 versus Aaron and the Roman Polions. As Cryogonal actually came. Oh yeah, I remember this battle. I was very happy because I decided to make physically defensive Cryogonal to take on the Mamoswine. And that's all I'll say. I'm not going to say if it worked or not, but let's see. I think, yeah, I just lead straight off with Dracovish because I'm a madman. I thought he might lead Tabu Koko, I think. And this might have been the time that I was Scarf Dracovish, so maybe I would have Scarf and just KO'd the Tabu Koko or something, and that's what I was looking for, but it would have been dope. Yeah, not going to stay on the Salamence. Misses a ton of moves on my Zapdos, but I am pretty specially defensive, so even that Dragon Pulse I'm tanking. And I got Cryogonal, not only a defensive threat, but an offensive threat. Knock off the Empoleon as he knocks off my Zapdos, and I get the static too. In comes the Mamoswine as I roost, yeah. In comes this. Ooh, tanking that Ice Cold Crash. Also got the Recover as well. Just go for the knockoff, why not? I got Zapdos for this thing. Goes for the Stealth Rock. Do I have Defog? No, but a Heat Wave, get a crit, and do a ton of damage to the Mamoswine. I am Boots on this thing and Rapid Spin. So yeah, nice. Keep those rocks off the field. Right back into Zapdos, no problem. Ice Beam doing a good amount. But I just roosted off, yeah. Yeah, no reason not to go Cryogonal on this Mamoswine. In comes the Gallade. Was this Mega Gallade? Probably. Yeah, okay. I do have Zapdos as well for this thing, as he subs and bulk ups. That's pretty scary. Heat Wave breaks the sub. And let's go Gardevoir. Ooh, tank the Ice Punch, but am Scarf. Like 90% of the time I brought this Gardevoir, it was Scarf. Moonblast damage is not bad on the Empoleon. That's damage because I knocked off the leftovers too. Heat Wave. Oh yeah, did I? Is this the? I think I know it. Oh, I got the burn. He roosts there. Did I? Okay, no, maybe it wasn't this battle. Or maybe I thought he'd switch. I think I might have brought Rising Voltage this battle. And that's why I Heat Waved earlier on the Empoleon. Because I wanted to save it and catch the Tapu Koko. So I think I actually 2-hit KO Tapu Koko with the... Ooh, catch the Glare on the Gallade. Not enough to KO though. But neither is Ice Punch. I think my Zapdos 2-hit KOs the Tapu Koko with Rising Voltage, which is pretty awesome. Venusaur comes in, doubles the Tapu Koko. As I go... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cryogonal is super good versus this team. Rapid Spin there. I think I might be faster now, because this thing is not slow. But yeah, let's just go this. Okay. Yeah, I think I might have only had knockoff Rapid Spin recover. Maybe Ice Move? Oh, here comes the Scarf. Dracovish. Tanking the Fishious Rend very well with his bulky Salamence. Oh, here, yeah, he's at 29%, so... Oh, he does Roost. There's the Rising Voltage for the 47. So 47 plus burn. Pretty nice. I'll keep going for it. Oh no, a U-turn. Back into this. Do I outrage here? No, he stays in and I KO. Not bad. In comes the Salamence. Yeah, no reason not to go Zapdos. Tanking these Dragon Pulses, and I actually don't roost there. Pretty good play on Aaron's part, catching me not roosting. But I do have Gardevoir. Empoleon is definitely not tanking 2 anymore. So yeah, Gardevoir's looking pretty dangerous. Venusaur comes in, but it's just a matter of me switching out. Ooh. Rock Polish, sure. Swords and double dancing. Ooh, Iron Head not enough to KO. But the Shuka Berry keeps me alive, no way. KO the Venusaur and go down to the Rocky Helmet. Dracovish coming back in. Fishious Rend. No point in letting Dracovish go down. Why not? I want to have a nice Zapdos here that can just roost. Yeah, come in and just go for the Scarf Outrage. Boom. Yeah, I was really looking for Dracovish KOs there. He was climbing that ladder. So we got 1, 2, 3. 3 that one? Not bad. Week 11 versus Ethan and the Nashville Predators. The first time I actually brought Audino to a battle because he had Spectrier, but he didn't bring it. So I'm kind of upset that I even brought Audino at all. Yeah, lots of big threats. He had Toxapex and Ferrothorn. So I think I actually brought Protective Pads. You know what? I'll save that for the battle. Garchomp, also a huge offensive threat for my Dracovish. Outspeeds and hits with the Dragon move. This thing as well, the Comfey. Anyway, let's go. Electros, surprisingly good Pokemon. Super Fang. I do have the rest there. Just continues the Super Fang. I don't know why I rested. I think I was just hoping for this Shed Skin. Yeah. Okay. Knock off there. Sure. Goes for the Stealth Rock. Okay. I do have the Heal Bell. Oh yeah, Heal Bell to wake up Sandaconda as well. But he's just staying in Intoxicking. body press for a heck of a lot of damage. Okay. Going to Sandaconda. Toxic Shedskin? No. Comfey comes in. Is that just Earthquake for a critical hit? Whew. That is one heck of a critical hit. Go Audino. I was like, okay, maybe Audino can tank hits from this thing. Need to use it somehow. And then Calm Mind. Very problematic. Knock off the Pixie Plate. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is about to become a huge threat. Training Kiss is there. Static Paralyzation. Go Gardevoir. Trace the Triage, but I just trick. I did have one idea in preparing for this battle and doing a Draining Kiss and then like planning on tracing the Triage from the Comfey, but didn't end up going with it. Meowstic comes in. I double into this. Audino, I was like, okay, Audino, can you do something? And suddenly Barrier. I was not expecting this. Knockoff and its weakness policy. Oh my god. Oh my god. This thing. Oh my god. I think my hope was to get a Glare off here, but Stored Power is gonna be blowing it away. U-turn there. I think I just need. I was like, okay, I need to get it in range of a Boom Burst. Sack, Audino, come in and U-turn again. And I think now it's in range of a Boom Burst, so I just need to sack again, which unfortunately that time is Zapdos. But yeah, Keanu comes in. Boom Burst is able to KO and finally take that threat down. Garchomp comes in. I just go hard Gardevoir because I'm trying to prevent. Oh, this is Mega Garchomp too. I just wanted to prevent the Scale Shot, yeah. And then yeah, I just died Earthquake because I don't think I was Scarf. Yeah. But Keanu comes in with one more, one final ditch effort of Tailwind. And with the +1 speed, Dracovish still outspeeds this thing. And it has minus defense too, which is nice. Oh yeah. Wait. Baneful Bunker. Did I go for the substitute? Hey. In comes the Ferrothorn. As I Whirlpool. This was the set that Jose had this idea. And I must say, it worked pretty well. Protective Pads, Whirlpool to trap the Ferrothorn and the Toxapex and not take any Rocky Helmet, Iron Barbs, or even Baneful Bunker poison, which is pretty dope. But unfortunately, the Tailwind is gone. So, yeah, down goes Garchomp. Garchomp just goes ham. Managed to get, I think I needed like 1 KO with Dracovish though to like remain on the top, which was great. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I took some damage somehow. Was it the Ferrothorn? Body press or something? I think, which would have been crazy because look at the damage that this did. 34 and then 29. I think if I had not taken the body press from Ferrothorn, would have actually been able to live like a 2-hit Scale Shot and then knock out the Garchomp, which would have been amazing. But then of course, you know, Comfey just comes in and knocks me out. But still, to have get another KO would have been pretty dope. And that's all of the regular season. So end of the season is 6-4, which did allow me to make it to playoffs. And I forgot to prepare the playoff battle. Round 1 playoff battle. Let me pull that up. So this is round 1 of the playoffs. Versus Arc and the Chicago Beartics, which is actually a huge run back. If you remember the last video I uploaded of this previous to this one was versus Arc, and I led Swellow versus Landorus, and he ended up being Scarf with Stone Edge and knocked me out, and that basically lost me the game. So I was very excited to get this rematch because I knew Swellow could go in versus his team. I just needed to play more carefully with it. So yeah, I was excited. Oh yeah, and as of the end of the regular season, Dracovish was the #1 KO leader in the whole league. I think it was 23 or something around there, 23 KOs total. Unfortunately, was unable to be the KD leader, as that was Mega Garchomp, because it only died like once or something, because Ethan's crazy. But just outdid Jose Zeraora for the most total KOs in the whole season. So that was really cool. This is just kind of icing on the cake, is getting into playoffs. So let's get into, oh my god. My bad. So I was very worried about Aurora Veil, so I wanted to make sure I had Tyranitar to be able to stop that hail, which was great to start it off. As he actually reveals Outrage Landorus, which I guess makes sense for the Dracovish, but totally not something I was expecting. So he takes Rocky Helmet there. Yeah, I just roost up, no problem. Yeah, he's toxic too. In comes this thing, and I think I probably just go hard Tyranitar just to prevent the Aurora Veil. Yeah, I don't think he goes for it though. Yeah, just Moonblast, which I do tank, not as much as I would like to take, but tank. Okay, yeah, this thing is kind of a threat if it's just straight up offensive. So I gotta go Incineroar. I want to keep my Sand alive for sure. Suicune comes in. I just Parting Shot. I got Zapdos right here. Miltank comes in. I just Thunderbolt for some chip. Does not do much. Miltank, super underrated Pokemon for sure. U-turn out there into Sandaconda. Tank the Body Press, no problem. In comes this thing again, as I just get the Stealth Rock up. Yeah. Because he does have a Charizard. He does also have a really good Rapid Spinner and Hitmontop though. And actually stay in there. I knew that he would predict the Tyranitar and Moonblast, I think. So I did stay in there to just get the Glare off, because I think this was one of the only things that could outspeed and KO Dracovish with a Freeze Dry. So I was very excited to get the Glare off on it. Yeah, in the sand with a Scarf, I think this thing might, I don't know. Anyway, then I go with this here. I was like, okay, clearly he's not interested in Aurora Veil, so no reason to let my Tyranitar take any more damage. And yeah, no reason not to go with this, but of course it goes down to the Flare Blitz. Let's see. Yeah, there's the Hitmontop. Not really much I can do to stop the Rapid Spin. I think I just decided to stay in thinking I'd live it, but I think he's actually Technician. No, wait. Did he Intimidate me? Yeah, so I think it was Technician, which is pretty cool because that makes Rapid Spin way stronger. And I do have Tyranitar here. I think I just get the Sand up and maybe switch out. Yeah. Because this thing is kind of tough offensively too, because he's got the triple axle potentially. So I was like, I can't just go straight into this. I need to bait the fighting move and get in Zapdos so I can give him a little Rocky Helmet, potentially a little Static, and then outspeed. So yeah, decides not to risk that. Goes hard into Charizard. Dragon Dances right away as I just U-turn. But I think, yeah, even a +1 Charizard is outsped by my Dracovish here. As he decides to let the Miltank go down. In comes this, and I think this is paralyzed. I probably could have KO'd it, but I wasn't going to risk it. Goes for the Blizzard. Yeah, again, just preventing the Aurora Veil too. Heavy Slam to do some nice damage to that Hitmontop. Go to Zapdos, as he does go for Triple Axle, but I think, oh, yep. Only because of the one. Another one would have knocked him out and left me alive, though. And then he gets paralyzed. Was it like a mock punch or something? In comes this. As I just U-turn. Do I go? No. Gets paralyzed. Blizzard knocked me out. Fine. Swellow is in. Boom. Knock that out. Charizard comes in. I outspeed and knock this out. I guaranteed from 100% knocked out Charizard, which was dope. Suicune comes in. This thing's kind of a threat, though. This thing kind of a threat. Go into Tyranitar just to get some sand. As he goes for the Calm Mind. Oh no. Do I have anything? No. Scald knocks me out. And, yeah, Dracovish. Outrage. 49% with the sand. Oh, with the leftovers too. Gets the freeze, which is pretty big. Decides to Calm Mind there. Pretty scary. Ice Beam's there, and I do still am frozen. Knocks me out. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Zapdos comes in. Thunderbolt for some good damage. And I was like, for sure, I thought he was going to have rest there or something. But it turned out he did not have rest. And Moonburst is enough to KO. So, week 1 of the playoffs turns out to be victorious. And then, oh yeah, round 2 of the playoffs. It's getting to be a long video, but let's see. Round 2 of the playoffs. Versus, oh wait, this is the wrong battle. Oh, okay, I see. Versus Ethan again. Brought a slightly different team. He didn't bring the same Meowstic, but I was prepared for it that time. I brought Incineroar. I had like Taunt or something. And Darkest Lariat to break through the barrier, I think. And did I bring this again? I don't know. Yeah, I think, no, it was here that I thought about bringing the Trace Gardevoir with Draining Kiss. But I think somebody talked me out of it. And I think it would have been nice, personally. Yeah, this thing's still dangerous. Super Fang is such a good move. Just makes anything a tough switch in. Yeah, just Volt switches there. Oh yeah, was I especially? I forget what the hell this Tyranitar set was. Okay, yeah. Again, the Comfey is a big threat. Sludge Bomb not doing much, especially at +2. Stored power, just barely live it and get one more Sludge Bomb off. No poison, I can't believe that. And then the Draining Kiss finishes me off. Yeah, that's a threat. Oh yeah, Balloon Gardevoir. Balloon Gardevoir for the Garchomp, I think. What a crazy idea. I mean, it made sense. But yeah, I don't know, I would have preferred, I think if I could run it back, I would have run Trace with Draining Kiss, and it would have been great. This thing, big for this. Darkest Lariat doesn't go through screens, I don't think, but... Oh yeah, I forgot I had brought Brick Break, that's dope. Yeah, I knew this thing couldn't touch me, so... Yeah. Ooh, critical hit on the incoming Ferrothorn. Not bad, not bad. Electros. Flamethrower. Yes, I remember I brought Flamethrower specifically because he had Ferrothorn, and I knew I could probably KO it and, you know, not have to take any Rocky Helmet or Iron Barbs or any of that crap. Tyranitar. Oh, he has Unnerved Tyranitar. Why? I forget why. Oh yeah, I think this is like the one of the only times I brought Scarf Dracovish, which was obviously great for the Lycanroc, but is basically just destroyed by everybody. I knew I could tank that too. And is this enough? Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Ferrothorn gets walls Scarf Dracovish, no problem. I got Zapdos. He's got Protect on this, which is pretty good. I didn't want to get Iron Barbed there, and so I hard switched, and he actually played that quite well. The Garchomp is in, and it is a problem. Goes for the Stone Edge there and just knocks me out. Yeah. Zapdos can tank one Stone Edge at least, but yeah, that's tough. It's like, you know, it's looking kind of good, except he's got a Mega Garchomp at 100% health. Misses the Toxic there, which is pretty nice. But it's going to be pretty tough to not lose to the Garchomp. He does have to definitely play safe around me outraging with Scarf, but I don't think it's that hard. As soon as he gets in on one of the other Pokemon, then he just starts clicking buttons. Especially with Leech Seed Ferrothorn is a big problem. Darkest Lariat does some pretty good damage to that Electros. Incineroar, I mean, this is probably one of my best drafts, like, of all time. Incineroar is such a good pivot. Zapdos too. Dracovish, obviously. Sandaconda, one of the best defensive ground types I've used. Like, oh yeah, I had low kick for the Ferrothorn. Look at that pitiful damage. That's Scarf Dracovish. You gotta run Banded. Heat Wave does KO the Ferrothorn there, which is pretty nice. But I think, unfortunately, oh, gets the light screen up. Yeah, how did I lose this? Oh yeah, he just Scale Shot here, misses. Yeah, like if Garchomp didn't have Scale Shot, then I think I would have won this game by clicking Outrage, which is pretty wild. I think I went for Heat Wave just for the chance of burn, because I think if I had burn there, I would have won. But yeah, +1 speed, he's able to outspeed and KO. But yeah, I think I definitely played that way better than the regular season. And yeah, Scale Shot on Mega Garchomp just makes it into such a big threat. Because the one thing that was a problem with Mega Garchomp was its lack of speed compared to its, you know, regular mode. But Scale Shot kind of fixes that and does damage, which is crazy. But yeah, that's season 3 for the Boston Weasels. So hope you enjoyed. Look forward to the upcoming season 4 draft overview, which is gonna be lit. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Keep dreaming. A good bye. Oh wait, I did the wrong one. Hold on. I need to get used to this recording thing again, man.